speak of this development when India battered terror hubs in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir and dismantled military infrastructures in the heart of Pakistan for 4 straight days. This development is coming at a side when this response to the Pahalgam terror attack in April, right from day one, the Indian government and the military that has maintained that the ceasefire was done bilaterally, and this was the first call that was made after Pakistan's DGMO called up his Indian counterpart and initiated talks. Now, US President Donald Trump, remember, however, has been hogging all the limelight, announcing ceasefire half an hour before the Indian side officially could do, and going on to claim that it was he who mediated peace between two sides, but he did not stop at that. Donald Trump, however, till that day for several months continued to repeat his claims of brokering ceasefire between India and Pakistan countless times, more than 30 times it is now being said. Now, quoting Donald Trump's words, the opposition led by Rahul Gandhi coined Narendra Surrender, the slogan that suggested that the Prime Minister ordered ceasefire under the pressure of Donald Trump. However, the claims of Donald Trump may have been fact-checked by once and for all, not by Indian government, that has been done multiple times, but also by the so-called friend called Pakistan. Now, their own Deputy Prime Minister Ishaq Dar, speaking to a foreign media outlet, reveals that during his conversation with Marco Rubio, the US Secretary of State, informing him that India considers issue with Pakistan as bilateral and no third-party mediation between India and Pakistan would be welcome. Joy, good morning. If India's words weren't enough, will the opposition back home in India will actually cede when it comes to what is now being admitted from the Pakistani side itself?
This is a very clear statement from the Pakistani side, and everybody in India should learn from this one, because Marco Rubio is asking him that yes, you can have dialogue, etc., etc., and his reply is that, well, we are a peace-loving country and so on, but we are not begging for anything, which basically means, as Rubio said, that India wants this bilateral. So if India wants this bilateral, all this talk about someone else doing something else doesn't really matter. President Trump may have said this 30 times or more, but at the end of the day, there are really two conversations that have to be kept in mind. The first was when Rajiv Ghai, Lieutenant General DGMO of the Indian Army, called his counterpart and said, look, we have hit several terror camps, terror training establishments in Pakistan. The reply to which was, now the world will see what Pakistan can do. 4 days later came another conversation after quite a lot of the fighting, which was from the Pakistani DGMO saying, can we have a ceasefire? If there are any conversations that have to be kept in mind that are actually important, these are the two conversations. Actually, nothing else matters.
Well, that's true as far as when it comes to the facts on the table that are absolutely clear, that it was the Pakistani DGMO who dialed his Indian counterpart, and thereafter when it comes to talks to ceasefire or a pause that began, there was no third-party mediation, as the United States seems to claim, on brokering peace between India and Pakistan. So what does it mean? As we get you the highlights, there was no role of the United States when we speak of mediation talks or ceasefire issue. Yet the opposition back home wanted to react to this admission by Pakistani Mantri, but what he essentially is now been claiming, saying that it's been more than a month ago by none other than the Prime Minister himself inside the Parliament, where it has been made amply clear by India on multiple occasions that there was no third-party mediation.
पहले दिन प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में कहा है कि हमारा एक्शन नॉन एक्सिलेटरी है, ये हमने कह करके किया है, और इसके लिए साथियों हमने हमला रोका। दुनिया के किसी भी नेता ने भारत के ऑपरेशन रोकने के लिए नहीं कहा